Psychic Radio, Earth's #1 psychic radio network, and watching Moonstruck TV, enlightening television. Welcome.
Time for Psychic Paths with Suzanne Marie. Live from PsychicPaths.com.
Connect direct. In North America, dial 888-454-2751. In London, 20-3519-2158. In Sydney, dial 02-8488-3147. Or online, contact us through our Facebook page, facebook.com/Psychic Radio.
Or one of our websites,
AskOneRadio.com or Moonstruck.tv.
This is Psychic Paths
on A1R, the Ask One Radio Network.
Hi, welcome to A1R Psychic Radio. This is Suzanne Marie from PsychicPaths.com. I'm willing and able to do readings tonight. I'm so sorry about last week with the trouble hearing and being heard, but those things have been fixed, and now it's time to go ahead and get some readings tonight. So I wanted to say that there's been a lot of things going on in the planets this week, and one of them is Pluto in Capricorn retrograde. And what that means is, depending on where Pluto is in your chart, is what will be changing and what will be affected. And if you have your chart, that's great. And if you need your chart done, I'm sure that there are certain professionals that you can get that done with. But Pluto is retrograde. For me, that means everything is going great and new, and I'm having new opportunities. And also, there was an asteroid today at 3 in the morning Pacific time, and that was just debris. A lot of things are going on in the sky. And also, tomorrow around 7 Pacific time, you will be able to see the flower supermoon. And the reason that it's called the flower supermoon is because of the Native Americans. When we talk about supermoons, we generally label them the same way as the Native Americans did. Now, tomorrow's is flower supermoon because of all the flowers starting to bloom in May. And I want everybody to enjoy this month of spring and warmth and all the good things that are new and blooming. I really am looking forward to it myself. And yes, so everything is opportunities and new beginnings. I'm really, really excited. It's going to be great. I hope you guys are excited as I am. And yeah, so it's going to be great. And I think that today isn't the Nurses Appreciation Day. A shout out to all the nurses out there. Thank you so much for your dedication and your hard work and your sacrifices. I do believe that everyone is pulling together and being kind and working together to make this a better world. I know that I have seen many, many people doing kind things right now, making masks, feeding people, taking care of children. So this is a time for kindness. There's always room for love. Love one another. And you can't never fail with that. Danielle from Ontario, Canada. Hi.
Hi, how are you?
Good, how are you?
I'm fantastic, thank you.
Are you with me?
Yes, I am.
I can barely hear you. Do you have a speaker phone on?
No, I don't.
Okay. Okay. Um, what can I help you with tonight?
I'm sorry, I can't hear you.
What What can I help you with tonight?
I'm actually looking for some insight into my past and which ways I should be going and anything really, just a general reading.
Okay. Hang on a minute. Have you been feeling very stressful, like you're stuck?
Yes, for sure.
I sense a lot of frustration.
Yes, that's correct.
Okay, I'm going to see what Spirit says about the ways that can help. Okay?
Okay, great.
Have you been able to get outside?
Yes,
They're saying you have a lot of built up energy. Do you feel like you're kind of going stir crazy with energy?
yes,
They're saying that maybe exercise would work, whether in the house or outside, but they're saying you love the outside. So if you can do some exercises, um, like running or walking, something to build up that energy.
okay.
That's what I'm getting. It's not emotionally and it's not mentally, excuse me, but it is energy. And you have a built up supply of it. I wish I had some of that. Um, just a second. Have you been worried about finances at all? Because I do
Yes,
see some form of payment coming in. Also, I see that you have something to do with travel. It doesn't seem to be far away, but there seems to have been travel plans. Am I correct?
yes.
Those are going to be postponed for a little bit, but just a little bit. And you have children?
Yes,
I'm seeing little children. They're really, really
correct.
happy. I love seeing them.
Hmm.
They're gonna be great this summer. I can see that you're a good mom. They're really happy. Let's see, I'm seeing something else. If you have a partner, he's a very loving partner, a very understanding partner, and that continues. Is your partner, does he have a great sense of humor? Because I see him kind of humorous.
Yes,
Well, everything is looking good.
that's
I
good.
hope that you can find a way to exert some energy. I know that some boring things are doing the housework and stuff, but yeah, I'm not one for that. So if you can find ways of burning off that energy, I'm sure your children can help too.
For sure.
Do you have something to say? You sound thoughtful.
No, no. I think that covered a couple of different areas.
Be sure if you have something to ask, go ahead. Go ahead, take a minute. Do you have a boss?
Yes.
Were you wondering about your boss?
Not really. That's work related.
Okay. All right. Well, thank you so much for letting me read for you. It was an honor. And
I
call
appreciate
again.
it very much.
All right. Bye-bye.
Bye-bye.
Hi, Terry from Arkansas.
Yes, ma'am. Hi, Susanna. This is Terry.
How are you doing tonight?
I'm doing good.
Good. How can I help you tonight?
Well, I'm not really sure exactly what you specialize in. If we go the medium route, I would love to know if anybody's coming through. If we look at my wants or anything, yes, I would love to know anything about future love or even money.
Okay.
My current.
Let me see what I can get. There's an older man coming through. He seems to have had a very hard life. Very hard in the way he's worked. He's really worked to get a life together when he was living. Very strong work ethic. And his face has always seemed sad even when he was happy. Does that resonate with you, that you know this person?
That hits home on a couple different people.
Let me get clear. He seems to be family because he says he knows you from childhood. Also, I'm not getting a father. I'm getting more of an uncle or something like that. An uncle or a cousin.
Yeah, I do have an uncle that has passed. I have a brother. That's not. I mean, I'm thankful to hear that they come through. I've been told that I have the gift. My uncle has visited me a couple times within dreams. To be honest with you, I'm truthfully hungered for my husband to come through. I lost him in January.
When he
Even though I feel him and talk to him and everything. No, ma'am.
Getting a picture of outside. Hang on a second. I'm not really getting him, but I think it's because I can't always get spirits when they're doing whatever they do in spirit.
He's a spiritual guide for me. You're probably not getting him because he's here with me. I literally feel him and talk to him and everything daily. I don't know why. I haven't felt him the past couple of days. Like I said, I've been told before that I would just open my third eye and open myself up to it.
That sounds really nice.
I would be very gifted.
Are you going to do that?
Yeah. I've thought and prayed and meditated on it a little bit, but I also know I open myself up a lot more.
Of meditation a day, and it could be anywhere, even outside.
I know by doing that, I also open myself up to a lot more that I'm just not sure if I'm truthfully ready for, shall I say.
When you're ready, you'll know. Yes, your husband, I do get the information that your husband has been visiting with you. Comes in your dreams. But other than that, it seems like he has a spiritual purpose where he is on the other side.
Yeah. I was told before we even lost him that he was already transitioning into being one of my spirit guides.
I agree. I can feel that.
He needs to transition into a bottle of tequila tonight, dealing with all the babies. So.
Well, I hope that you can find some time to meditate, and I think your husband. I know your husband is just fine, but he's busy at the moment, and he comes to you anyway. So it's kind of like when you asked me, it's kind of like a third wheel. I'm a third wheel in this situation.
I know.
He really directly comes to you.
Yeah, I know. A lot's just been going on lately, so.
I see that things are going to get lighter for you in the next several weeks. So, even though it seems like a bit of a struggle right now, what's going on, things will be lightening up. Okay?
Okay.
Is there any other question? I do see money coming. I seen that earlier.
I just don't want to be alone my whole life.
I'm so sorry for your tears. But it's going to be okay.
You truly don't know how heavy they are right now.
You know as well as I do you're not alone. And your family is with you. Know that you are okay and things are going to get better. I'm hardly ever wrong about that. And the sadness will pass. I see a struggle, but I don't see it lasting. You're going to be just fine. Okay?
Yes, ma'am.
I want you to believe that this is going to pass. Honestly. It's going to. I think you're going to have new joys and new reasons to be happy. I'd say before October, you will be so happy. You're going to always miss your husband and your relatives, but things are going to be joyful. This is a time for good beginnings.
So I keep saying I was given a reset button.
Are you planning to move?
No, I'm planning on going to the beach. The beach is where I find a lot of zen and peace. And there hasn't been a lot of peace or zen lately since they opened the beaches back up. Me and the kids, we've needed some air.
I can understand that, and that's healing.
The baby just turned 1, and the other two of them have birthdays coming up this week. So the older 2 have moved out. So I was just
Well, I hope that you get enough sun and air and the beach, and I think that'll be healing. Air and sun for sure, and things will be worked out, I promise. It seems like you feel very, very sad emotionally, but also there's a frustration. And I want you to just know it won't last. That won't last. You'll feel it lift. And be sure to write me on the website when it lifts. I want to hear about it. Okay?
I'm just ready for peace. Tired of looking at kids looking at me in the eyes and me telling them this is all you got. I'm sorry.
You're wanting some abundance, and you will get some abundance. I think you have to believe.
I just want to be wanted.
There's some part
I
of
want
you
to be wanted, not needed.
that believes that things aren't going to work out, and that holds you back. Be open. Every morning when you wake up, tell the universe, I'm ready to accept all the good things that I can get today. I'm open. Be open to those things. It helps. It helps the energy to come to you when you're ready to accept it and are open. But sometimes when we get sad, we forget that and we get hopeless. And I don't want you hopeless.
It's not that you get sad.
Don't stay hopeless, okay?
It's not that you're sad. It's not that I'm sad. It's that I begin my day like that, and my nights are still ended with an empty bed, with everybody looking at you saying they need you, and nobody saying they want you. So my days are filled with shitty diapers and kids with hands out, and not a goodnight hug or a goodnight kiss or a husband to tell you that you did a good job.
I'm so sorry, but it will change and it will get better. I feel your pain. I've got about 3 minutes, but I feel your pain, and I'm going to try and do some healing on you tonight and send you some love. I care. I hear you, but my time is limited right now. But I will be sending you love, and know that things will be getting better.
Just please
Thank you so much for letting me read and share this with you.
Thank you, and have a good night.
You too. And don't worry, things will get better. I promise. I don't promise often, but I can promise you it will get better. Okay?
Thank you.
Just hear my
Yes,
words.
ma'am.
I know you don't believe
Thank
me.
you. No, it's not that I
You have
don't
a
believe
good night.
you. Thank you.
You're welcome. Thank you.
Bye-bye.
So, everybody, this is another ending to a good show, and I will be back next week. Everybody, take care. Be kind to one another, and I'll see you next week. Bye.
Welcome to Avid Awakening, a beautiful, gorgeous wellness center who will adjust you mentally, emotionally, and physically. Also, it will help you to manifest your finance, anything and everything you desire for. This place is a very beautiful place which is located in Corona Del Mar. So please book your appointment today.
You're listening to A1R Psychic Radio, Earth's #1 psychic radio network, and watching Moonstruck TV, enlightening television. Welcome. Time for the Ask Rebecca radio show with Rebecca Russo.
Live from AskRebecca.guru.
Connect direct. In North America, dial 888-454-2751. In London, 20-3519-2158. In Sydney, dial 02-8488-3147. Or online, contact us through our Facebook page, facebook.com/Psychic Radio.
Or one of our websites,
AskOneRadio.com or Moonstruck.tv.
This is the Ask Rebecca Radio Show
On A1R, the Ask One Radio Network.
Hi, everyone. Welcome to the Ask Rebecca Radio Show. Thanks for joining me. I hope everyone is doing well. Happy Cinco de Mayo and happy new show day to me. I'm officially on Tuesdays during the day, which I'm really, really excited about. I hope everybody's doing well. I hope everybody's hair is faring all right. I know I could use a trim. I've been working on these bangs by myself, so I'm sure my hairdresser, by the time I get to see her, is going to be like, oh boy. Anyway, as I predicted, Florida and several other states have started lifting restrictions for stay-at-home orders as of yesterday. In the Orlando area, we are seeing retail businesses and restaurants reopening with social distancing measures in place for indoor and outdoor seating. Bars, hair, and nail salons, along with other too close for comfort type businesses, they remain closed for now, with weekly assessments to see if we're able to move on to phase 2. And individuals, obviously, with underlying health concerns or compromised immune systems are encouraged to stay at home. I know there's mixed emotions and feelings around the world about people opening up. And personally, my intuitive feeling and my personal opinion is I think that, we should be working on getting back to some sort of new normal, and businesses need to get back to work. And those of us that, are afraid or have some underlying issues with health concerns, we just need to protect ourselves the best that we can. Most of us, even if we are under stay-at-home orders, many people are still having to go out to the grocery store and actually be out in public. So I think if we're all smart about it and safe about it, we can get through this. Let's keep moving on here. It's definitely been an interesting time, to say the least. And leading up to today, you may have experienced a number of different things like insecurities, disappointments, maybe some setbacks, maybe some frustrations, healing, and resolutions in love or money. So, hopefully it wasn't too stressful. And as you know, we are officially in the month of May. It's going to be a hectic feeling month with lots of energies coming through to keep you busy and feeling ungrounded at times. And even though some will still be under a stay-at-home order, there's lots of movement and communication, scattered energy, socializing, accomplishing tasks, and marking things off your to-do list. So you'll do well this month if you can relinquish control and let the universe guide you. Do your best not to control agendas or outcomes, and instead let the universe show you where to put your attention and energy. There's lots of creative energies around for you to express and to journey inward to get a better understanding of yourself. It's a very, very healing time. Venus will be retrograde beginning May 12th. So we have more things coming up to be healed and mastered with love, money, self-esteem, plus things that you design and find beauty in. And we've already been dealing with these energies for the last couple of weeks, thanks to the shadow periods. With retrograde energies, it's always a great time to sit back and be an observer and reviewer before making any solid decisions to take action. We are also going to begin experiencing the eclipse energies that start June 5th through to from June 5th through to July 5th. And what you may see coming back up to be released, healed, or completed are situations that you've been dealing with over the last 2 years that were, maybe they really stood out or came to like a boiling point around the end of 2019 and the beginning of 2020. So it basically, It's stuff that you've been dealing with for the last couple of years, but it came to a head at the end of the year, of the end of last year and the beginning of this year, and maybe there wasn't a complete completion cycle that happened. So there's some, and maybe you didn't learn all the lessons or get complete closure and healing. So those things are going to be coming up to be looked at so that you can have closure and healing. May 2nd, we started a new 28-day moon cycle called the Spectral Moon of Liberation. It's all about dissolving, releasing, and liberation. And this cycle lasts until May 29th, and its resonance is the tone 11. And according to the galactic calendar by Sky Time, here's what we're in for the month. It says tone 11 represents the power of creative dissolution and dissonant structure. What can appear as destruction or chaos may actually be the necessary forces of liberation, evoking a release from rigid structure and format. As we release that which no longer serves, we make way for new opportunities and understandings to emerge, setting us free from expectations or definite notions. Spectral energy breaks us out of routine, releasing us into the spectrum of possibility. Like a prism refracting white light, revealing its full spectrum of colors, tone 11 provokes us to see aspects of our wholeness that may be yet undiscovered, guiding us to dissolve fixed concepts, fears, or habitual patterns that weigh us down. Spectral power declares, I invite breakthrough, I dissolve identity, I unsolidify, I release old models for new models, I wield dissonance as a farce of liberation, I redeem chaos as untamed order, I shed, I free limiting beliefs and constructs, no box, no separation, no boundaries, uncontained, free form, receptive to the prismatic range of possibility. Spectral advises, let go, let yourself be absorbed by life itself, be flexible in yielding to the formless flow, allow your focus to cover a vast range, dissolve feelings of constrictions, welcome spontaneity, seeming disruptions, and unexpected detours. Release allegiance to limitations, reliance upon format, or fixation upon control. Undo, break down, mix it up. Allow energy to travel as it needs, disperse into formless existence. And a quote by Jonathan Goldman from Shifting Frequencies, in the chaos it creates, dissonance, shake up static energy, and allow transformation to occur if one can stay fluid when encountering its energy. And really, we're already seeing this energy playing out with what's been going on with the virus and everything. So lots of positive energies there to heal, and sometimes that healing has to occur through some challenges. Let's do a moment of Zen to prepare you for the influx of intense energies that this month brings. Close your eyes, open your palms, and allow yourself to be open to receive. I'm going to be connecting with your higher self and calling on your team of guides to help energetically clear any blocks, emotional residue, and or negative attachments in your physical body and light bodies. This will help raise your vibration, expand your consciousness, and increase your awareness in order to help prepare your soul for ascension. Breathe in through your nose and out through your mouth, relaxing as much as possible with every exhalation, and I'll let you know when to open your eyes. All right, let's open our eyes. Okay, let's get into what you can expect from today, May 5th through to May 12th as an overall theme, and then areas of love, work, finances, health, and spirituality. So the general themes, May 7th is the super full moon in Scorpio. Yay! I'm curious to see how this is going to affect me because I'm a double Scorpio, Scorpio sun and Scorpio rising. And so it'll be interesting to see how this energy will affect me, but and you, which anyway, the full moon in Scorpio, it brings healing, spiritual, and compassionate energy into our lives. You may feel and see others feeling more compassionate, sympathetic, and understanding. Home, family, and intimate relationships will be the focal point of the week. And there's a push-pull energy with this, so you could be feeling more sensitive and have conflicting emotions around what you need versus what you want, and home versus work. Tensions, conflict, and pressures could arise until you master your emotions. Lots of healing can occur here if you can harness your emotional strength with your intuition. You'll be able to overcome any challenge and clearly see the negative feelings causing disharmony in your personal relationships, finances, mental health, and spirituality. It's going to be a combo of drama and accomplishment infused with lots of divine love flowing in from the Creator. So it'll be a very, very intense energetically this week. You could receive some good news around money, or support could show up in another way. Lots of positive energy and inspiration surrounding art projects, fun experiences, and spiritual breakthroughs. Clear the path of your journey from any false beliefs and subconscious programming running behind the scenes of your conscious mind. And what I mean by that is, from the time you come out of the womb, you are basically being told what you should like, what you shouldn't like, what your beliefs are, what you should believe, what you shouldn't believe, what your religion is, all of that. So this really is about looking in the background to see what is there that you no longer believe in or identify with, and that needs to be healed. So really stop and actually pay attention to what you're thinking, what you're doing, and what you're saying. Go inward in order to be successful in your outer world. So we're all moving into new beginnings in different areas of our lives, and it will be important not to bring any old baggage with you. Fresh eyes, openness, and greeting each day as if it were the first day that you're alive, right? This will bring in abundance of just new energies and new beginnings all the way around. So just treat each day as a brand new day. Let's see, there will also be plenty of opportunities to rest and work behind the scenes while some projects come to a temporary stop or a halt. They're not ending, they're just on pause, right? And the more challenging part of this energy is the possibility of you needing to work harder at keeping your energy and mind from going off on non-helpful tangents. So you could be all over the place mentally and emotionally. Work, for those of you employed, some of you may have a really heavy workload this week, while others may be having unpleasant feelings around coworkers and or their job. And some coworkers may have unpleasant feelings towards you, so you might have to deal with some of that as well. And then some of you may decide your current working situation no longer is good for you, and you decide to make a change, or at the very least, you're thinking about what changes you can make. So again, lots of healing, lots of things happening. Take your time making decisions right now. I wouldn't make any rash judgments or choices. Really get a game plan together. Those of you that are looking for a job, not feeling too much in this area, with the exception of some of you who have been on furlough, receiving information on when you'll get called back, or when you're going to be required to come back to work. Love, if you're in a committed relationship or dating seriously, some of you may be so consumed with your relationship that you're neglecting finances, friends, and other relationships, so you could see some blow up around that. Some of you will be working through forgiving and forgetting past problems. Some could be dishonest about something with their partner, and that could be just maybe lying about something, or maybe you're not being completely honest about what your feelings are and you're not expressing yourself fully. Some may step outside of the relationship for emotional, mental, or physical support. Lastly, some will be working on putting the spark back into their relationships. those of you that are single and dating, I feel like there's not really much happening here except a feeling of like hookups, flirting, and having fun, more casual, probably more online stuff than in-person meetups. But for the most part, it just feels lighthearted and easy. And during this time, I would guard against starting any serious relationship. Save that as you get to know each other a little bit better, because of the eclipse energies and Venus retrograde and all these other planetary alignments, and then the full moon in Scorpio. Like, there's just so many weird energies right now. I wouldn't end or begin any relationships during this time. Give it a little thought before you make any decisions. Finances, it's a combination of stable, tight, flowing, and balance. It just really depends on where you are in your life. Some will be improving money flow while others will be controlling money flow. And some of you may decide to gamble, splurge, or overspend. Health, this week, caution with drugs and alcohol. I'm feeling minor to major accidents of hurting yourself while playing or goofing around. So those of us in Florida hitting the beaches and the pool and stuff because of the nice weather, just be careful with mixing drugs and alcohol and water and vehicle stuff. It's going to be important just to stay present in the moment and to pay attention to your surroundings. Lastly, emotions, feelings will be coming up to be healed. Feel what you need and try not to get sucked into dwelling in that, right? Emotions are energy in motion. They're meant to flow through you, to be released, not to be held on to, hoarded, and constantly attracting drama into your life because you're not allowing your emotions to flow freely. And that's why you see we'll attract challenges and will attract emotional situations so it can be released. Spirituality, this week is all about feeling at home with yourself, the energies of the universe, and your feelings of belonging. Many of you will see heart chakra activation as well. While some may be feeling bored with their spirituality, to that I say go explore and do research. There is so much to learn that it's impossible to do it all in this lifetime. So much to learn about life and our existence and belief systems and everything else. So just whatever's been piquing your interest, do some research and go down the rabbit hole and, learn. Okay, that wraps up the intuitive messages for this week. Let me get to my caller. I have Laura. Sure. Let's see. So I feel like emotionally, I just feel like you're in a rut. You're stuck. I just feel like nothing is moving forward, which makes perfect sense right now with the time period that we're in. But what I'm feeling is that you are about to make some spiritual leaps and you are about to break free out of what I would consider a self-imposed rut. You may not realize that it's partly your perception and your feelings that might have had you in a little bit of a limbo and maybe not feeling so great, but that energy is lifting off of you now. And within the next, I would say this entire month, you're going to start feeling movement again. And you're going to start seeing more of some positive energy flowing around you, and you're going to shift your perception to focusing more on your blessings is kind of what I feel. This piece of you that's outside of you, which is really, really your biggest cheerleader and fan. So I feel like you do have some family members around you that are really trying to help guide you from the other side. But the biggest person that's actually guiding you and trying to come through you very loudly is an aspect of yourself that is outside of your body, right? It's your higher self. And it's asking you to pay attention to spiritual messages that are coming to you from multiple areas. I feel like it's coming from people in your life. It's coming through things that you're reading and things that you're maybe watching on like YouTube and other places. And it's, sorry, I just 1 second. I was just trying to interpret exactly what the message is. So what it's trying to say, what it's trying to do is it's trying to get you to notice opportunities that are around you that you haven't been able to see. Does that resonate with you at all? Pay attention to all the messages that are coming through, because it's trying to guide you to see some opportunities that you've been missing that are in front of you. And the other part of that is it's trying, this energy that's around you, which, like I said, is your higher self, but it's also some family members and guides and angels that are around you that are trying to also get you to move beyond, the words that are coming are move beyond the ghosts of your past and toward a brighter, happier future. And there's a strong message in you needing to believe in yourself and love yourself. And the more that you can look around, you're going to see some opportunities that you didn't notice that are going to help you financially. They're going to help you in what I would consider the area of your career, which is tied to purpose and passion. And you can start seeing more of this between now and February of 2021, where you're going to see some significant changes in your life. Do you have any specific questions for me that you want me to connect with more?
I don't know if you can answer these questions, but I'm trying for a baby. I lost a baby last year, and can you see any time frame of when I might conceive?
Okay, so I right away I received May as an answer.
Okay.
And I just want to sort out and feel if it's this month or if it's next May.
Okay.
So have you been doing, I feel like you've actually been doing things to increase your chances of becoming pregnant. Are you doing any sort of like fertility treatments or anything?
No, I haven't, but I have been taking pre-vitamins and things like that to higher my chances.
Okay, so I feel like with what you're doing, I feel like research, this does not feel connected to, traditional fertility where you go to the doctor and you're having to take shots and stuff, but I feel like there's something on top of what you're already doing that will increase your chances of fertility. I feel like it's tied to some sort of diet. Maybe do a little bit of research on that. And I do feel like there's a possibility you could conceive this month. And if it's not you conceiving this month, then to me, it feels like you'll have a baby by May of next year.
Okay, that's brilliant.
Yeah, it's happening. The soul is there. It's a matter of timing. And I see this a lot with a lot of my clients that really want to get pregnant. We have to remember that the soul coming in is waiting for a specific planetary alignment, sun alignment, so that the soul comes in. It has a specific journey. And right now, that's what's been keeping you from getting pregnant. I don't feel concerns about fertility or anything like that, I feel like there's a connection to your diet. So definitely do a little bit of research on that. Laura, I do have to go. I appreciate you for calling in. I'm wishing you the best of luck. I hope that you're going to have a baby, and I would love to hear when you do.
Thank you very much for your reading. I really appreciate it. Thanks a million.
Oh, you're so welcome. Thank you. All right, everybody, that wraps up this week's Intuitive Messages and the show. I look forward to connecting with you guys next week. Bye.
to A1R A1R Psychic Radio, Earth's #1 psychic radio network. And watching Moonstruck TV, enlightening television. Welcome.
Time for Gemma's Spirit World with Gemma. Live from GemmaSpiritWorld.com.
Connect direct. In North America, dial 888-454-2751. In London, 20-3519-2158. In Sydney, dial 02-8488-314. Or online, contact us through our Facebook page. Facebook.com/Psychic Radio. Or on our websites, AskOneRadio.com or Moonstruck.tv.
This is Gemma's Spirit World
On A1R, the Ask One Network.
Good evening, everybody. Tonight, my goodness, it is, oh my goodness, just another week. And how quickly has it gone? I know last week we talked about, I know that much was no excuses, and I know that my message that from my guides kept letting me know no excuses, and I just have to say that I achieved so much.